Yeah, cheers.
Welcome back to the Surrender at 5 podcast, everybody. Today we have a very special guest. We have Mr. Big Bulba himself, DPG.
Yo, what's
What
good? What's
up?
good? Appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yo, welcome.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this podcast. And as always, we have the wonderful host, Mike Lowry.
Yo, what's up,
My
gang?
loud.
What up,
My
y'all?
loud.
My Lowry. What's
You
up,
gotta
Random?
start saying it like that.
Yeah, right.
Mike loud.
Mike Lowry. I gotta get that quote, that sound from that movie right there, yo.
Yeah.
Wait, can I try? Can I try?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Randamas.
Oh. Okay. We'll work on it.
We'll workshop it.
But yeah, I'm excited for today. Thank you, Random, for opening the show. Really appreciate you, as always. This one been a long time coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I started this show August 10th, August 15th. I don't know, a minute ago.
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago, because like my original forecast was to get many members of the company to get on the show and then expand from there. But like, yo, time just flew by. A lot has happened, but I always kept that focus to make sure to get my man DPG on the show. You know, life happens, different schedules, timings, and all that. But we finally made it happen, and we're here. Welcome, man. Thank you for real. Appreciate it. Thank you for the patience.
Oh yeah, no, you're good, man. Like you was asking me about it about what 2 months ago, and that's when you got sick and things just wasn't lining up, man.
Oh
But
yeah, you're right. Dang, we almost did do that, but then I got sick. That was horrible because
yeah.
I was like really trying to fight it, and then like when it rains, it pours, bad or good, because things was flowing right. Nursey accepted, Attica, Mitch and Mitch was on the show. We had young CEO and Alexia, and then Mitch had asked me to cast his Friday night, but I was like, damn man, like in the moment I felt the pressure, and I should have been smart and like asked him for like a rainy day, but like I was like, no, let me do it, and I pushed through it. But I feel like I did the worst job ever. But yeah, you're right. We were supposed to link up, and then that shit happened. But man, we here now, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries, man. Life happens.
Yeah, like you said, life happens. DPG, I see that sweater, that financial felons. Let me see that real quick. What you got? I gotta give me one. I gotta get one.
Sir. Hey.
Hey, and Randomos, you got one, right? Show the crowd. Yeah, that's fresh right there, man. I gotta get that. Yeah, for those listening, come check this out on YouTube. DPG Randomos repping that financial felons gear. So, Mr. DPG.
Yes, sir.
Let's just address the elephant in the room because everybody wants to know. Everybody wants to know.
All right.
How did you create your username, and how did you get into Pokemon?
So my username, honestly, man, it's been a childhood like name, right? DP is my initials, and growing up, they've always called me like DPG because I had a couple of friends that was big Snoop Dogg fans, so it just kind of worked. So,
Okay.
so I just kind of stuck with it, to be completely honest. And then DPG06 was I started trying to use DPG as my Xbox gamer tag, and it wouldn't let me. So 06
Okay.
was the year I graduated. So it shows you the creativity around my name. But but yeah, man, that's just kind of how it became. And Pokemon itself has just been the same thing, kind of just part of me, man, to be honest with you. Grew up around Pokemon, collected the cards at a young age. I was one of those kids that didn't care about like you watch cartoons or anything like that. That wasn't me. And so I just kind of just got into it, and being with Pokemon Unite itself. Well, I can't get it off, man. To run it back.
Yeah.
It started off with Pokemon Red and Blue. That's
My
when they
man.
had the Charizard and Blastoise. Yeah. I didn't have silver or gold, but I did play like Friends and whatnot. You know, the Game Shark days.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
classic.
So I played a little bit of that. Haven't played much after that, and then until I got I got Sword first, and then I got the remake of Pearl, and then now moving
Mm.
on and moving on.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my Pokemon journey, and then look now we're at this Pokemon Unite. So, Unite was kind of interesting how it got introduced to me personally. I was watching a big streamer, Noah J456 on YouTube,
Yeah.
and I watch him for a lot of different things, but um he was playing Unite one night, and I was just up. I couldn't sleep. He was playing it. He was like doing all the drops and whatnot. He was upgrading all his items. I was like, What is this about?" Right? So, um,
Mm.
Who
watch the gameplay.
remembers
What?
when everybody was upgrading the items day one because everybody thought it was pay to win?
That's exactly what they said. Low key.
Oh. Yeah.
He said it
Um.
was like, "Yo, this is like pay to win." I was like,
I
I
remember.
don't even know what that means. So I was like, "It's Pokemon. I'm gonna get it," and it was free. And I was like, "Oh yeah, that's
Oh.
an easy cop."
Oh. We love free.
Oh
We
yeah,
love free.
for sure. But
Hmm.
I didn't realize there's so much like technique and strategy behind Pokemon Unite and MOBAs itself. And this is my first introduction into a MOBA. So
Oh, it's your first MOBA. Okay.
yeah, this is my first MOBA. So I enjoy it a lot actually. So yeah, you and being that it's Pokemon to introduce me into a MOBA,
Hmm.
it's like heartwarming, you know.
Yeah, for real. So this is your first MOBA. Were you struggling in like the learning curve um to adjust to the style that MOBA is? How was your arc? Because we know where you're at now. Before I even get to now, like how was the beginnings?
Low key, if I was to look back at me, I would be yelling at me. Like I was that person that was in my lane and I've never left my lane.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
If I went top, I stayed top. I've had to because my idea of a MOBA at the time was I got to make sure nobody scores on this goal, right?
Okay.
And I didn't think about any objectives. Like the objective was there. I was like, okay, I'll get this objective and whatnot. And then when Sinner came up, then I knew Sinner was the thing because they changed like the whole ambiance of the game. Like it gets darker. Like okay, you need to be there for that. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
right. Yeah.
Mm.
So that's why I was like, all right, I'm in this lane. That's it. And then I'll go to the center, and then after that, score and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But you
Um,
did rotate to center.
I did rotate the center. I did
That's a good
rotate the
thing.
That's
zap.
good.
That's
I
good.
did Dread,
Points for
not so
that.
much. Reggie, or not Reggie, Rotom,
Rotom?
not so much. Uh, but and then I started like watching folks, and then I started playing with Wavy. Shout out to my boy Wavy.
Oh, shout out to
Shout out
Wavy.
to
Um,
Wavy.
yeah, he started like coaching me and telling me some things on like how to play it and whatnot. Then that's when I started getting like okay. And funny thing is, I didn't play Boba in the beginning. I was a huge Charizard main at the time. So
Really?
yes,
Hold on. You was a
I
Charizard main? Hey, we got Wavy in chat. What's up, Wavy? Welcome to the
What's
episode.
up,
We got
Wavy?
oh my
DPG on the
guy.
show, finally.
There goes my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a Charizard main.
Wow.
And
Okay.
don't ask me if I was a good Charizard, but yeah.
Okay.
I
Did
couldn't
you
even tell
enjoy
you.
playing it?
Oh yeah, I enjoyed Charizard a lot. I didn't branch off too often, honestly, man. After Charizard, who did I go into next after Charizard? I couldn't even tell you to be honest with you, G. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
Pikachu. It could have been Pikachu, and
Yeah.
then Ninetales after that. But yeah, I didn't really play much outside of that.
So when you got into Unite, what season was it?
I got into it first season. I got
Oh, okay,
into it
okay.
first season. We might have played a little bit of second season, and then I stopped for a cool minute.
Okay.
And then Wavy got me connected with Young actually about it, and then we all had like a little Discord chat around Unite actually. It was about this time last year. It was like around March, April-ish, if I remember correctly. But yeah, so we got into that, and then that's what got me
Mm.
back into the Unite phase, man.
Yeah, love to hear that. Love to hear that.
Would
So,
you say that it's a new bloom?
Oh yeah, for sure. I think the reason why it is a new bloom is because I honestly didn't know what I was doing in the beginning. You know, I was playing the game and that was it, right? I was out and loving it at that time too. But I wasn't like more on the competitive side of things. If we lost, cool. If we won, cool. That was it for me. And then honestly, I wasn't playing much ranked either. I was playing more on the standard side. But I would say New Bloom just because I am a competitive person in general. I played basketball my whole life. I played high school and college basketball. And then I'm just like a competitor in general. So for me to see this side of Unite compared to what I did before, I think that's why it's the New Bloom.
Yo, that speaks volumes for real. You having that competitive nature playing sports and then going through the transition and now seeing it, you're like, oh, hold up, it's a whole different thing. No, for real, because you really turned it up. I met y'all last February, almost a year now,
Yep.
and I originally was playing Venusaur a lot. I liked it. It went through its transitions, and when I found out how good you are with it, DPG, the Venusaur god, I was like, yo, I probably can't be as good as him with it, but I'll damn near be like second place. You know what I'm saying? Because like when they had that first iteration of that pedal dance, trust me, man, I abused the hell out of it. I was all over that. How did you feel like that first iteration of that pedal dance? When it was
So I used to love like Solar Beam when it first came out, just because it did a lot of damage. I was able to snipe. I was able to steal objectives with it, but I had no mobility with it. And when Pedal Dance came out, and I was getting destroyed by Pedal Dance, I was like, man, like let me switch this up then, right?
okay.
And to say the least, low key, Pedal Dance is probably cheese. I'm not even gonna lie. You ain't got to do much. You it is
Tell them the truth.
a brainless act of a Pokemon. All you gotta do is hit Pedal Dance, Giga Drain every now and then. You gotta position yourself for Giga Drain. Pedal Dance, you ain't gotta do much at all. So I was like, once I got that, I was like, oh, it's a done deal. It's a done deal.
Sold.
So
Sold.
so that's why like sometimes when I switch to other characters, like it's kind of a learning curve because I'm used to spamming buttons versus like
Yeah.
with like Duraludon, you spam the auto, but you got to make sure you time that pulse, right? And that Dragon Tail. Same with Pika. You got to kind of make sure that you're hitting that skill shot to get in that right area, whatever that scenario looks like.
Right.
So it's really just like it's a brainless Pokemon, and I'm okay with that because if I can do that brainlessly, I can listen to Young yelling at me
Oh shit.
to be where I need to be.
Yo, I can't tell you how many times I watched his stream and he's like, DPG, DPG. Oh, that is too funny.
From Young, whenever you hear the ooh wee, you know you done messed up. So,
Yo,
and then the same thing with Quinny, low key. Quinny, he don't realize it, but when he leans back in his chair,
Yep. The body
you know
language.
you messed up. Oh man, that stuff be funny though. That stuff be funny. Though.
No, that's funny when you say the ooh wee, because like being from the South, it just makes me think of like how people would handle a situation when it's blatantly obvious to everybody. So said person doesn't have to be like saying said person did said thing wrong. It's just like that ooh wee with the look. You know, like ooh, yeah, you're right. That's funny though.
Oh man, and he's not even from the South. That's the funny part of it.
No, he just smooth like that. He knows it. That's too funny. Let me switch it up. So I saw a tweet from Mitch. We're talking about Mitch. And he was saying, like, what's the point of a supporter laning with him? So as a Bulbasaur, Venusaur main, what's your favorite character to lane with if you're not jungling as Venusaur?
Blissey, hands down.
Okay, so
Blissey,
you like the supporter in lane with you?
Yeah, I don't mind a supporter in lane. I just hate it when the support's in lane and they're running X share and they still want to take all the farm. That's what I don't like about that.
They fixed that. They fixed
No,
that.
no. I get it. Because you're saying if they're holding the item, they shouldn't get that last hit?
That's what because essentially, so maybe I'm misunderstanding what the X share is. Is it they're supposed to, if they're behind in levels, that's what's helping them out with the egg share, right?
That's what I believe.
Correct. Is that right, Random?
I remember seeing. I instinctively did the glasses thing, so I'm just gonna start reading off, I guess. It's off of instinct. I went back to school.
I got you. So,
So
I-
EXP share, how it works is that one character, usually the support or someone that has a low power spike, they carry it, and no matter who last hits a piece of farm, as long as they're close, the person wearing the EXP share gets 30% of the EXP, and then the other Pokemon gets 100%, no matter who last hits it.
Oh, so they took the last hit effect
Oh.
away.
Yeah,
Okay.
apparently it was a bug because that's how EXP share was supposed to work, but it just didn't work like that. But now that they fixed it, there's been so many like lanes of just one
Oh.
all-rounder or just high power spike Pokemon, and then one character with EXP share, and then they level up like the jungler.
Yo,
So,
that's crazy. I didn't
so
realize that. New
to put a
information.
scenario, yeah, to put a scenario, if let's say an LD, because you know LD's kind of crazy right now,
Mm.
level 4 right now, and I'm still level 3. Even though he's still last hitting, I'm still getting that spike from that. Is that what
Oh,
you're
if
trying to
it's EXP share, you should be level 5, like mathematically.
say? So I need to be ahead of him.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, all right. So what I'm saying is, they're taking all the farm to where they're ahead of me. So it's
That's what I thought
defeating
you
the
were
purpose
saying,
of
and
it.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you were saying. Yeah, that's my
So
issue. Yeah,
yeah, that's my issue.
they're
Now,
holding
if
the assist item and they're trying to take all the farm. Go ahead.
yeah, so if I'm ahead, then that's fine. I that's cool. I can understand that. But if they're ahead of me in levels and they're still taking all the farm, that's what I don't like about it,
Yeah.
right? But if they are like a true support, I would much rather a Blissey than anything, to be honest. Actually, Mr. Mime's not a bad lane partner either.
Mm.
But Blissey, once Blissey gets that level, it's helps me out being more of a tank attacker in that sense. So
Do you prefer eggs or safeguard helping hand?
Mm.
Because
safeguard
there's an
helping hand.
argument for. I would think there's. Oh yeah, I think I. I was thinking you'd say eggs, and then I was gonna say how helping hand would help with the autos, but you're on top of that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're on
He on
top
that.
of that.
He on that.
Yeah, so like yeah, with the Blissey, I'll take a Blissey. Wiggly's not a bad either because that cute charm and sing with me being able to hit that boosted auto on top of if I have my 7, it's a done deal in that situation.
It's a wrap.
Done deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then low key, there's a lot of good supports out there, to be honest with you, man. But Blissey is I would say my go-to for sure.
Yeah, I enjoy Blissey a lot. Hey, if anybody knows the most, definitely Random Moss. You know what I'm saying? That Blissey Crustle combination, that's just too much fun. But yeah, I enjoy, you know, how Blissey has both movesets because I feel like now, especially season 9 and in a month, season 10, we've seen with 9 seasons of examples that over time they'll adjust certain characters, buff them, rework them, whatever words you want to use. And for a minute, when I was playing Blissey exclusively, I was always on helping hand safeguard, and then it turned into a scenario where like, we needed the eggs. You know what I'm saying? And then now we're back in a heavily layered crowd control meta. So I'm starting to see safeguard again, and I'm the person where like I don't respectfully, not rudely, respectfully, I do what I want. I don't really take a lot of advice in the sense of like the macro. People are like, oh, you should do this because I'm brain dead. So like I always ran safeguard because I just thought it was smart. So to see it come back now, like from the 10,000 foot view, I'm just like, oh, when metas shift, people will just adjust and then just say whatever they want. So like I'm glad I don't get caught up in the arguments and the BS like that. You know what I'm saying?
Can we
Yeah.
also talk about helping hand? Because if that's paired with a rapid fire scarf, that's just fast.
It's a
Yeah.
lot of
It's,
It's a lot of
kind of ridiculous. But man, you triggered me saying that crowd control right now. CC
Talk to me.
is ridiculous. ridiculous.
Talk to us.
Yeah.
It is on a whole new level. And then on
Mhm.
top of them nerfing full heal, I used to run full heal religiously on Big Bulba. And now that full heal doesn't do anything, bruh, there it was maybe 2-3 days ago. Blastoise had me pinned against the wall like it was taking my lunch money for like 10 seconds, bro. Like and he
That's
he
crazy.
ulted me for one, so that's already a knockup. Then he surfed me into the wall, so I was already stunned from that.
Surfboard.
And then hydro pumped me. And
Damn.
then I forgot who came. It had to have been Dodrio who came in and just finished me off like no problem.
Oh, definitely.
Man, I was so hot. And don't get me started on everybody else. Urshifu, Sableye.
Oh,
CC
whoa,
right
whoa,
now,
whoa, 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 whoa. Talk about
Yeah,
Sableye. Talk about Sableye.
Why?
I know
Hey
Random
now.
loves Sableye. I know Random. I know you love Sableye. I know you do. But this Pokemon is so broken right now. It is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous. I literally can't do anything against Sableye until I get Pedal Dance. And even then, it's still tough to deal with him. It is ridiculous. And how he can just get in, get out with no like it was nothing. Like it
Like a thief
really
in the
grinds
night.
my gears. That thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
I would like
grinds my
to
gears.
raise you that when Sableye gets in, gets out, now the team's stuck. Now the opponent's team has the 5v4 because the Sableye is out trying to get back either their invis or their cooldowns, and now it's pretty much a 5v4 because Sableye is a lot like a run and poke character, and just not having that extra Pokemon on the field might be more of a detriment for the team.
But that 4v5 thing, right? I see what you're saying with that, but that poking, he does a lot of damage in that poke. Like it's not just like he's poking at me just to be annoying. Like he's poking at me being annoying and doing a lot of damage on top of that. Like if he wasn't doing as much damage, then I probably wouldn't care. Like okay, cool.
Sableye used to do more.
Yeah.
And that's still a problem. He used to do more, and he's still doing a lot now. like, he's still doing ridiculous. He is doing damage as if he was a Cinderace or a Greninja with the surf. Like he does so much damage. It's ridiculous, man.
That's what bugs me about Sableye. Not the invisibility, the sneaking around, scoring, whatever. Greeding, Dodrio does that, but the amount of attack power it has. That's what kills me. Because I be on stream talking my shit, kiki, haha, whatever, you can't catch me. And then boom, like hits me for 33%. The last chunk of life I got and I'm dead to a Sableye.
Also, I've started to run a crit build on Sableye.
This dude. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm just
the funny thing, Mike, is this dude said, "Oh, it used to be a lot more." Okay, it went from a 2-hit now to a 3-hit.
Yeah,
Still
and that
3-hit.
extra hit is what lets people alive.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I have to run home, not to my second tier, my first tier. I gotta run to the home base to recover from his hits. It's ridiculous.
Another thing, that damn Confuse Ray. That's my problem with it. Yeah, you make me walk this way, attack my friends. Nah, I hate chill with the ghost types. I'm good.
Yeah, let's get something else in there, man. Let's get something else.
There's mad ghost types, mad grass types, fairy types.
Right.
Damn, son, mix it up a little bit. But
How
I
many
get
grass
it.
types do we have? No, I'm thinking about it. Besides
A lot, at least 7.
Venusaur, Decidueye, Eldegoss, Trevenant,
Serena.
Oh yeah, we got enough. I feel like that's a lot. We
5
only
is
got
enough. 5 is enough.
we only got 2 electric types.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we can do some more electric, right?
Right.
How many water types? We got Greninja,
Oh,
Blastoise.
damn. Lord.
Oh, plenty of water.
Cramorant,
plenty of water.
Slowbro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Slowbro.
there's
There's
enough.
a lot of water.
Mm-hmm.
It is
Need
a
some
lot
more
of water.
rock types, some more poison types. Man, they playing with us, man.
However, the thing
thing
about go ahead.
I was gonna say we probably don't even need no more electric because
That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Why not?
It's gonna be more CC.
Exactly.
This is gonna be more CC. That's all it's gonna be out there. Just a lot of paralyzed,
Yeah,
aka stun.
yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Hey, so DPG, speaking of Unite, how is your current season going? Season 9, how you playing? How's it going?
Okay,
Ranking up?
oh, I am playing this one a lot more lax than the previous seasons. I made master, and I don't know why I'm more lax than the other ones. Because usually I'll get the masters and be like, all right, I gotta get to 1600 to get that sticker, and then I'm cool. Maybe it's just because it's still early on to where the climb for me, because my time to play is in the mornings before work, and then by the time I get home, I'm usually trying to edit. I'm trying to hang out with the fam, and I don't have much time, so I try to do as much grinding on the weekends, to where I'm not just playing solo. I'm playing with my boys and whoever,
Gotcha.
and yeah, and so I just kind of now it's not really as like serious for me, I guess,
Yeah.
but and then for me, like queue is like super good to climb, but I don't enjoy solo queue. I enjoy playing with people, and that's kind of like in the game with me, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
I feel you on
definitely
that.
get that. Because if you're alone and trying to just call outs to the randoms on your team, it's just not the same.
exactly. And then on top of that, like
Mm,
running solo, like I'm a Venusaur main. So
Oh.
like low key, actually playing Venusaur in jungle hasn't been bad. I'm gonna be honest. But I do run Dura every now and then. But like you said, like the call outs is not gonna be the same. I'm playing with a bunch of people I don't like know, and going against people I don't know and whatnot. And like I say, like you're getting that even playing field when you're playing solo, because it just as much as my team's clueless, their team's clueless, right? So it's really just coming down to outplaying their team at the right moment. But like I said, I don't really enjoy that. I like having like conversations with my people, and just kind of just haha and geeky and all that stuff.
yeah.
Giggity giggity.
Yeah.
The giggities. Nah, I feel you on that. Hey, to switch it up a little bit, but to ride your
Yes, sir.
coattail on the playing with friends and the conversations in the community, can you tell the people at home listening and watching on YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe and like this video, leave a comment. How did you get into Twitch streaming at the start?
Man, to be completely honest, shout out to my boy Taj. He was streaming before I was, and I've always thought about streaming, but I didn't have I for at the time I didn't feel like I had the right setup to do it. But when I finally got into my home, I bought me a desk. I was like, all right, I could stream straight from my Xbox. At the
Mm-hmm.
time, I was playing Call of Duty heavy. I was playing Call of Duty heavy,
Nice.
and I had a lot of success around it. Made a lot of great people around Call of Duty and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I just kind of just took off from there, right? I enjoy streaming. I've always enjoyed like having conversations with new people, meeting new people. I'm very outspoken, very outgoing, so it was kind of easy for me to just kind of get in front of a camera. And then last year, for me, like early last year, I was gonna make the switch to YouTube and just stream on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then that kind of changed my perspective talking with Wavy and Young. So came back to Twitch for it. And then Call of Duty just wasn't like the same for me. Like same thing, like playing with friends and whatnot. Those friends had more responsibilities they got to take care of and whatnot. So which was understandable. Life, like I said, life gets in the way, and there's a lot of people in the streaming community that I kind of want to just tell everybody, you don't owe
Yeah.
anybody anything. You know what I mean? You don't owe nobody anything. There's a lot of people that feel like, oh, I'm sorry I couldn't do this. I'm sorry I can't do that. Like you don't be sorry. Like you have things you have to take care of. It is okay. It is okay to just do what you got to do. And a lot of people did that
Agreed.
in like Discord. Sorry, I'm not like active in the Discord. This and that. Like, bro, like it's okay. Like we're not gonna like scald you for that, you know. So but
Yeah,
there's some communities out there that's kind of like toxic like that. So I just want to let everybody, like whoever's in the chat right now, know, like, you don't owe nobody anything. Make sure you get your stuff taken care of, right? Take care of yourself first before you
agreed.
can take care of others, you know. But so yeah, that's kind of like, that's changed, right, to where I wasn't playing with the same people and whatnot. So play with Wavy and Young a lot now. I appreciate them. And that's what got me back into like really just thinking about my content. My job at home kind of changed too, with my role, so I wasn't able to stream as much as I did before. I used to stream early mornings like Young did.
Hmm.
So that's changed. So I couldn't really get like the communities I had at that time. I had a lot
Okay.
of UK like followers and Australia followers at the time.
Oh, word.
You know, so being that I couldn't stream at the time I want to, I kind of like took a step back from streaming, to where I'm just doing content. So I'll stream every now and then, but it's really just trying to get this content to YouTube, man.
I respect that hustle. So, so far throughout the conversation, you had mentioned various times about working on content, editing videos.
Mhm.
Can you let the folks at home know who are listening and watching what type of videos and content that you edit and make and put on YouTube? What you working with? What kind of projects?
Man, right now I'm focused heavy on like this post game interview thing. There was something I've always wanted to do with Unite. That's not the norm. Like, oh, this is the best build out there, because you'll see a bunch of those. Oh, here's a highlight of all the new Pokemon coming and all that stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the best item. This is the reason why. I didn't want to do stuff like that. I wanted to do stuff that was a little more entertaining. So I was always trying to find different things. One thing I did was voiceovers, kind of creating a whole nother story inside of the game itself. Now, what I'm focused on heavy is the post game interviews, to where I'll play a game, I'll break down, I'll have like I'll have myself interviewing myself. It's kind of condescending, but
Like that.
to where I'm interviewing myself, how the plays happened, what caused this, what could you have done differently and whatnot. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. I'm gonna try to get more animated and things of that sort, and kind of just tie that in. So that's what I've been working on right now. But I kind of have all types of different things on YouTube right now.
That sounds pretty sweet. I like that, man. That's pretty cool. Before I ask another
Very
one, random,
interesting.
you want to jump in?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that whole voiceover thing. That does break the mold and
Mm,
definitely sounds like more sound catching and eye catching than just like every, because you are, by that you are breaking the mold, since everybody, you say it yourself, everybody else is just doing all the builds and all the, this is what you should be doing, instead of just treating this like a content medium.
Right, and it's don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with doing that stuff.
oh,
There's
True.
nothing wrong with doing that stuff, right?
nothing.
If it works for you, it works for you. But for me, I didn't want to feel like doing the exact same thing as somebody else is doing. I wanted to kind of make my page stand out for other things, you know? Like there's so
Yeah.
many other things we could do with these type of games, and then me and Young's working on some different things in the background, that we're gonna be trying to work on. Mike's helping us out with one of the projects, into where we're just kind of just breaking, like I said, just doing outside the norm. Like it's okay for that norm, but it's okay to be yourself to doing other things too. Like people, there's a lane for everything, that Young says. There's a lane for everything. So it's just really just trying to find your lane and sticking with it. But the voiceover is a lot of fun. It does take a lot of work. And that's more of like, I feel, is TikTok content than YouTube content. Well, I guess now you could do it on YouTube with YouTube Shorts. So it's really just kind of just changing that up.
If you need a higher voice, just hit me up, because
Hey,
there
I
are
got
definitely Pokemon that I'm thinking need like a higher voice than a baritone. I'm kidding, I'm
you. I got you.
Said he's got
That's funny.
the higher pitched voices. That's funny. So DPG, Mr. DPG, tell me, how much do you enjoy Pokemon Unite Twitter? Cause it gets spicy over there, man. It get crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Mm-hmm.
honestly, I don't even. You just added me to something things. I don't be on Twitter like that. Like every now and then I'll jump on Twitter and I'll see Mitch pops up on my Twitter a lot, and it be having me weak. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I got Young popping up. I got you popping up a lot more now. I don't really be like scrolling too much on Twitter. It's really for me what I be on. I be really on YouTube a lot and TikTok a lot, just because that's where I
Nice.
kind of get my creativity from. I
Okay.
need to be more active on Twitter, to be honest, to be more like connected, I guess. But like I get all my info from y'all, so
Hey, I feel
so
you. He said, I got the network. Y'all tell me, you know what I'm saying?
Random just gave us the the experience share just now, so
Yeah, you're right.
uh, I don't really be going too much. I ask Young all the time about builds. Young, Quinny, hell, Mike, I've asked you a couple times.
That's
So,
true. Yeah. And I said, I got you right
so
here. Found it real
yeah.
quick. Yep.
So I do need to get more active on Twitter, to be honest though. But the things I do be seeing on there, it'll be some wild stuff on there. Like and people be
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
going in. People be
I've
dying
Mm-hmm.
on them hills.
I've only been on Twitter a month, and I think, oh, this is why I didn't get a Twitter last year.
Bruh, Twitter sometimes it can
Oh,
be a rabbit hole. And it's not even like the main post, it'd be the comments. Them
the
comments
Oh,
comment
and the
section. Yep.
threads. The threads be having me in tears. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
man, y'all really feel this way too. Yeah.
Yeah. That's their passion. They really be feeling it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I was just curious because I don't partake in any arguments. I just watch it from afar, and like I'll just laugh at some stuff. And like if I see
Uh-huh.
someone like let's say person A makes a dumb comment in the thread, and then person
Uh-huh.
B comes back and smacks him with that fire, like I'll like person B's comment, but I'm not saying that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Oh yeah, you'll just get entangled. It's like one of those things to where
mm-hmm.
you see a brawl at school, you want to try to break it up type thing, but you just
but you
gonna get
don't,
sucked
and you
in the
just pull out the phone and take a picture.
yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. World star.
Yep, World Star. Too funny.
Yeah.
So you'd mentioned playing Call of Duty,
Mhm.
making content, being a competitive person. So do you see yourself at any point in time looking to get into any Pokemon Unite tournaments, whether it be on that higher stage or any kind of locals tournaments on Battlefy on
Bruh,
any level?
I would be all for it. I think my requirement for that is I would need to be on a team that is gonna be just as competitive as me. Um, because it was last year we got it together, we got a team together, and we played, but I don't know. I feel like, or no, it was even yeah, it was last year we played and we scrimmaged against the team, and they was just walking us, and I
Mm,
was hot about it. I'm like, we just fucking got smoked just now with their regular Pokemon. They was out there trying strats, and we was getting smoked. And
dang.
I
Okay.
was pissed. Like I was pissed about it. And then so it's just really if we're gonna do it, like let's do it, but let's be serious about it. Like I mean, let's find some time to practice. Let's find some time to make sure we can get like the strat together and being on point to where we don't have to keep repeating ourselves to where we're just all right. Now we know we got to be here. We know we got to be there, and then I'm all for it. And then being open to criticism too, like constructive criticism, not just like dog walking. Oh, you should have been doing this. Just you was level 5 to this or whatever. I don't. That's not constructive criticism. I need constructive criticism. Like all right, let's watch back this tape. Like all
Mm-hmm.
right, this is what you did wrong. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and like make sure you adjust yourself for this next time and whatnot. I'm okay with that, right? I think
Right.
that's why me and Young work so well because, like, he'll do it, woo-wee, but he has no problem like helping me out, like get better, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I am a good Venusaur now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't venture off too much, and if I do, he'll tell me what I need to do and all that stuff. Same thing with Dura. Like, he helped me out get my positioning right and everything, right? So that
Mm.
constructive criticism. Quinny, he's helped me out with some things too. So, it's just really like if I'm okay, I'm coachable, right? There's a lot of people that's not out there that's coachable, and I'm able to be coachable and be able to adjust, and I think that's what helps me work well with the team. So whether it's local or on the big stage, I'm all for it. But I gotta make sure we're all in. We're not just half-assing it.
Totally respect that. I wouldn't ever want to enter a situation where there's an ultimate goal and there are some people on my team that don't have that same like fire that I do. Really respect that because I was in a scenario like that and it was frustrating because the time that I do have available, I'm allotting to be here, and in this amount of time, we need to, like you said, get the strat, make sure we know the strat, so we're not repeating stuff, and make sure we're rotating, being in positions, people are assisting, helping out, and having plan B, C, and D if certain things don't go the way we
Sure.
want. And you
Right.
only get that by putting in enough practice time, right? So I was very frustrated because it just never came to be. Meanwhile, like we would just string together wins somehow in these random like Trovo. I'm not sure if you watched Trovo live or heard about it, but website
Mhm.
similar to Twitch, Trovo live stream platform. In those tournaments, like we'd get to round 3, round 4, and then what always happens? Ran into people like Lutano's team or Bruv's team. These guys who have the 5 that always play together. So I'm like you in that mindset. Like if I was gonna be in it, it's gotta be a real focus on that. Randomized. How do you feel about the tournament scene? Like getting into it, making a team, being on a team, on
I
any level?
remember I was in a couple of content creator tournaments, and both tourneys pretty much ended the same way. We won the first couple rounds, made it to top 8 because it was small, and then we faced people that practiced beforehand and was just all together as a 5 stack. And then
Yep.
uh I remember in the second we kept it close, but the first tourney we got creamed.
Damn.
So
I laugh because
it's
I've been there.
mostly
I feel
yeah.
you. I've been there. Yeah.
It's just about being able to practice and mesh with your team because I definitely feel like chemistry and macro is just one of the two most important things you can have in a Unite team.
Oh yeah, for sure. And
For sure.
Young said it best in chat. Like communication is key, but being able to learn how to talk to people, not at people, right? There's a lot of people that's doing some talking
Mm,
at people, and it doesn't go over well with others. So it's not gonna work if you're doing it that way.
that's some genius advice right there. You're right about that because that's what deterred me from a lot of other people. And there are a bunch of folks who play this game. Like for the number of people and communities I was in last year prior to meeting y'all, and now being a part of this for this year, yeah, I haven't come across anybody who spoke to me the way they did prior to meeting y'all. So you're exactly right. You can have
And
the
that
message, but you got to say it and deliver it the correct way so it's received right.
right. And it's not about what you say, it's how you say it. That's always was something I've always been I've heard, and I keep that in mind. But that's not just like games. That's in life, bro. Like you can't talk at somebody
Mm-hmm.
and expect like good results, right? That's not like you're not gonna lead that way. You're not gonna get anywhere not that way. Like you gotta make sure it's a two-way street with that, right? And being able
Mm,
to have that understanding and being able to take that understanding and then using that. So, but whew.
right about that. No, I love that. Hey, genius right there, man, for real. So, another question. Do you know how many games you have played on Venusaur?
Ooh, bruh. You putting me on the spot here.
Oh,
I
it's okay. It's
honestly
okay.
don't know. I know it's a lot. I know it's a
At
lot
least
here.
2,000.
Uh, yeah, I don't even think I have. I might be just over 2,000 games,
I
honestly.
think you are.
Let me go look. Let me go pull this up. Pull this up
Hey, so
real
yeah,
quick.
while you're looking at that, do you have a preferred item set with Venusaur? I know a lot of folks everywhere have items near and dear to their heart, and some just do what is the standard cookie cutter, I call it. But I'm curious,
hmm
like, what items do you run on Venusaur if they're typically the same or if you switch them up?
Right now it's typically the same. Muscle scarf, and what's my third? I can't even think. Um, Muscle Scarf. Yeah. No, I just took focus off. Oh, Shell Bell. Shell Bell.
Ooh,
Um,
okay.
I did used to like the. I did used to like the what's the name, the focus on it, just because it gave me that little bit of more of survivability. But I think the best build for me that I liked a lot was the muscle focus and dang, what was the third one I used to have on there? I have to look. But the muscle and focus was a good like do. Oh, buddy barrier. That was the other one.
Okay.
Just
Buddy
because I had
barrier.
a lot of tankability around that. But right now, yeah, it's muscle scarf and amp right now. But I like it a lot just because it does a lot of damage. And once I
Mm,
get to that pedal dance and that Giga Drain combo, it's kind of crazy. It's kind of
yeah.
crazy.
I
He
have a
goes.
question. Have you
Yeah, what's up?
ever ran Pedal Dance Sludge Bomb?
I have not.
Oh,
I have not. Something I'm willing to try, but the Giga Drain, like, it's kind of clutch. I'm
Giga
not,
Drain's insane, but I saw
mm-hmm.
this one video where this
uh,
guy ran Pedal Dance Sludge Bomb because the Sludge Bomb has the special defense decrease, and then Pedal Dance just did so much more.
hmm,
Oh, so he was lowering their defense and using them. Okay, I see that. I see that.
lowering the defense and then going in with that. I can
Okay.
see that happening. The only thing I feel like that would be a problem is this CC out here, man.
Ooh.
That's the only
Yeah.
reason. It's a lot of CC to where if I could use full heal, then it probably wouldn't be as bad. But even
Eh,
then, I feel like it's still a lot of CC out there that still can come into issues. But with Giga Drain, there's low key. Mitch just posted a clip. Like I ran away from three, and I was able to knock them out once I got the
Yo,
bait. So
that
it's
clip is
just
insane.
if I can get more than two people in that Giga Drain, I'm getting a lot of health back from that. So with me doing damage on top of that, it's kind of crazy.
I never seen what'd you say, sludge bomb and
Mm-hmm.
pedal dance.
Pedal dance. Mm-hmm.
Like I understand like the I guess technicality behind it, but like Chad is saying, that Giga Drain healing is incredible.
Yeah, Giga
Yeah.
Drain's insane.
It's
I've seen Giga Drains heal like from a third health up to full just off of one Giga Drain of Altaria's.
mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy.
Bro, whenever I see bees, it's a no brainer to hit that.
Yeah.
It is a no
Playing that
brainer.
Venusaur, I'm running up to all them bees on that left side. You know how it is. You got position in case somebody comes from that side or from a bush. You got to watch out. There's a lot of ever since I started watching Young more. There's a lot of people hiding in bushes. You got to watch out, man. So
They be in the bushes, bro. They be bush camping, bro.
they be bush
Uh,
camping for real.
I got 2,200 battles on Venusaur.
Ooh,
Dang.
2,200. Damn, that's crazy.
And then I got
Hmm.
3,600 total.
Yo, I I thought I play a lot of characters, so my count is low, but my highest is like 570 ish on Cinder. So like to meet and talk to folks like you who have like 1,000 plus 2,000 on a character, I just have to ask this next question, right? Like,
Mhm.
you gotta know, how do you
So,
keep the focus and you don't get bored playing the same damn character every game? Please tell us.
so, so when I am playing solo, I'll venture off every now and then. But like if I'm like I said, if I'm trying to climb, I'll run with something I know I can not like only help a team that I can somewhat sustain my own. Like I don't have to worry about anybody else to help me out, right? Once I
Mm,
get seven, I'm fine, right? It's just sometimes with the other Pokemon, it's hard to run with randoms, especially if you don't know that Pokemon, you know. So it's easy for me to kind of just stay in my lane, especially when I'm playing with my teammates, just or with people I know, just because like I know I could do this well. So as
yeah.
long as we're having fun playing the game, it's fine. But there was a there was that point to where Venusaur was super broken, and it was in
Mm-hmm.
season 8. And I did not want to run him for some reason. I just wanted to, I just wanted to run Dura. I don't know why. I was just loving Dura at the time. And but Young was like, man, if you don't get on this Venusaur, so we can get this climb. So, ended up going back, and I always like Big Bulba, man. To be honest, and this is a hot take for me.
Wait. Hot take? Go ahead.
A hot take. Like I know everybody loves Charizard, Blastoise. I love Vina, and I'm gonna say here, Vina is the best starter in the first gen. Best starter versus gen.
Talk to him. So I gotta take this clip at a later point in time, and then send it off to Drake Built Different, to Matt the 7X, and to Bloomer, cause them boys, hey, they be loving Charizard.
They love Charizard. Charizard. If it wasn't for Pikachu, Charizard probably would have been the
mascot.
The mascot, yeah.
Mhm.
Outside of Eevee. When did Eevee come into the play to where it started to be a mascot? I don't even remember when that happened.
I think Gary Oak from the anime had an Eevee, which evolved into an Umbreon. So it was playing off of Ashes, and then Let's Go Eevee came out, and it's like, well, Eevee's a starter now.
Nah. So that's when it happened. Okay.
Eevee's not my main. He's not my mascot.
Umbreon's low key a good looking Pokemon. Like I like Umbreon a lot.
Yo, for real. They need to get that into this game. I like the shiny form with the blue rings on it. The original's cool and all, but I'll take either one of those, man. But no, I'm definitely taking that clip. I gotta send to the Charizard, the Charcific Valley.
Send it. At me too. At me too.
Oh,
you'll definitely be on Twitter that day. I got you.
I gotta go. I'm gonna grab some hot chocolate. I'm gonna grab some popcorn. Just chill on my desk, cuddle up, and just scroll through Twitter.
You gonna ask why? I'm gonna just put a bunch of nonsense out. I'll die on my hill with no problem. As you can see in Young's After Dark stream, I'll die on my hill with no problem.
Oh my God.
We don't talk about After Dark. It never happened.
That was the funniest shit. Yeah.
And
No. Where's my sound effect? Hold on.
Oh man.
We talking about After Dark. I really loved the Lucario E-Speed scenario, right?
Bro, hey, it was one point like I forgot we was talking about it, but I just kept going.
I definitely remember you were saying, wait, are we still talking about Unite, or are we talking about this?
I was so confused. But back to the dark Pokemon.
Oh man.
There was one point, man, I was like, man, they might as well add all the Eevee the evolutions in Pokemon Unite. I was like, man, they're just gonna keep bringing them out. Like, you might as well add them all now. Give me Umbreon. That's probably the only one I really want out of it, and I don't even know. Like, I'll probably play that a lot, to be honest with you. I'll probably play Umbreon a lot, depending on how they work that. But you might as well add them all. Like,
seriously,
Vaporeon, Flareon, Jolteon. You might as well put them all in there now.
Yeah, there was a point in time where in that pocket it was just EVZ. I was like, yo, you know what? What was the second one came out? I was like, damn. All right. And the third one came out. I was like, you know what? Just fucking release them all. Just drop them all, man. And why don't y'all do the popular ones first? Like, I get Sylveon is a new fresh wave when they made fairy types or whatever, but like, where's Jolteon? There wasn't even a Jolteon in this game. Like, that's crazy to me. And like, people try to tell me, oh, they're trying to be different, you know, use lesser popular. I'm like, get that shit out of my face. Where's Jolteon? Nah, get this game popping. Get this shit popping.
They could have done, because what was the order? What was the order? They did who was first?
I think it was Sylveon.
Sylveon.
And then after Sylveon,
Espeon,
and then Glaceon.
And finally Glaceon.
Which is not bad, right? Glaceon I thought was pretty cool, a nice little addition. But when they added Sylveon, I was like, why? I felt like it was kind of the same thing in my opinion. But I was like, you have so many other ones you could have done. Like, I would have took any of the first like gen ones. Like, any of those would have been cool. And then
Flareon has never been popular. Perfect game for it. Got Crustle in this game. Cramorant.
Right.
But anyway.
But yeah, exactly, exactly. So I was like, you might as well now at this point just put them all in there. Let's just have a EV challenge at this point. Put a whole 5 in and get that going because it's coming. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming.
They got to one day. Because for a while, I was on this side of the fence when people were like, yo, when they got 5 EVs, let's do EV lobbies. I was like, hell nah. But over time, when the third EV came out, I was like, all right, bring it on. Let's go. Let's do the EV lobbies. Come on. But they haven't released no EV since.
EV lobbies with Protect the President? How crazy would that be, though?
Yo.
How crazy would that be?
That'd be wild. Yo, I love them Protect the Presidents. Yo, for me, I got pride, you know what I'm saying? Never, ever lost a Protect the President match. I could say that. I love that shit, man, for real.
Oh, really? And
Never. I've never been on a losing team.
That's goated.
My favorite is playing Sylveon. I don't understand why, but whenever I pull up to the lobbies when he was doing it, when it happens, I get to pick Sylveon. Bro, they just let me Celine Dion sing on them. The hyper voice be melting people. It's crazy. I'm just like, there's nobody. I don't talk trash in chat. I be saying it to myself. I'm like, yo, what these fools doing? Thanks. Boom, 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 boom. Blow the lane open.
It's kind of OP. Gengar is a sleeper, low key. Just because of that ult. Like, if Gengar is a president, bro, that sneaky ult, bro.
That'd be crazy. I've never seen a Gengar as president. Dang, that's cold.
It just happened. Yeah, it happened to me twice already. I don't even know who the first person who did it to me was. I was like, yo, that's big brain. That's a big brain play right there.
Damn.
That's a big brain play. But regardless, I run Vina a lot. I think Mamo would be a good one in there.
Would you say Dodrio would be a good president?
If you can get him off pad, yes. Just because you can get a lot of scores off, and it scores quick. So I would say yes, but you got to have at least 3 dead. You have to have at least 3 knocked out in order to use the Dodrio because it's so squishy. Once you catch it, it's squishy. So, but yeah.
True that. So before we get to the end of the show, I want to get to one more topic. It's coming up soon, actually. So they're saying, I haven't read it myself, but I was told by the people that February 2nd is supposed to be the release of Comfey. Anybody else got that confirmed? I don't have that confirmed. I was being told this kind of stuff, but with that information and the rumor of Zacian coming, a layered rumor, it might come for Pokemon Day 2023. What are your thoughts on those 2 Pokemon coming to the game?
You said Zacian as well?
Yeah, so it's a rumor. It wasn't confirmed because I know Comfey is in the, because Kellosaurus told us this morning that Comfey is in the test server, but Zacian isn't.
I'm assuming a support.
Yes.
Of course it is. It's probably gonna be broken.
We've been told it's Yumi, if you're familiar with that character from League.
No, I told you this is my first. You just
he didn't
said a cuss word to me. I'm gonna take that as disrespect. Watch your mouth. So I'm just playing.
Oh no, I can't say the L. I can't say the L word.
I'm just playing.
Oh no.
No, that was new to me when they were talking League of Legends and Yumi.
Yeah,
I was like, huh? Translated. That's how they League. That was smooth.
It's probably gonna be broken, man. Like every Pokemon that first come out is gonna be broken. It's a support. Watch it do massive damage. That's what all supports do in the first release too. And then Zacian, if it is coming, what would that be? Low key, that'd probably be like a all arounder, huh?
Yeah, I think it'd be all arounder. That's my guess.
Low key, I think that would be dope. To have that one in there.
Mm-hmm.
Like just because like. I don't know too much of the moveset and whatnot, but I think it could do a lot around yeah, I think it would be dope.
Yeah, I'm with you. No, I think it'll come in strong, just like Urshifu.
Yeah.
And have everybody bugging out. You know what I'm saying? It being a legendary. Yeah, man. Because remember Mew, that first Solar Beam.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, that was
Man,
crazy. That
I
was crazy.
hated Mew in the beginning. I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. I know that this is Wavy's main right now, but I
Mhm.
hated it because it was the boosted. It wasn't about the move swap. It wasn't about the move swap. It's about that boosted auto would take half your life with no problem, and then if you get solar beam on top of that, you was done. Like you could literally do nothing, and you couldn't do anything about it. You couldn't do nothing about it, and
Nothing.
it steals all the farm with no problem. I hated it when it first came out. Now
Yeah.
I still don't. I don't mind as much, but when it first came out, I hated it. But that's every Pokemon, bro. Like honestly, whenever they release something, it's gonna be broken. Y'all
Oh,
remember when Dura released?
Oh
yeah. Wait,
yeah.
wait, wait.
Oh my
Wait.
god.
Do you know what it's called around here? It's the new character release buff. So keep talking about Dura. Go ahead.
Oh, Dura was so broken in the beginning. I still got a 62% percent win rate with Dura just because of that early arc.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and then with the stealth rock, oh man, it was just so broken. It was so broken. And oh yeah, Young, you're right. Surf would take you out easily
Oh, the Mew Surf?
with
Yo,
me. Oh my god, don't get me started on
that.
Surf.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, but yeah, man, like that, and whenever it releases a Pokemon, it's always broken. T-Tar wasn't so much. T-Tar wasn't so much. I take that back. But
I'd
Wait.
argue
Whoa,
Dragapult was
whoa, whoa, whoa,
somewhat
whoa, whoa,
bigger.
whoa, whoa, wait. You don't think T-Tar was crazy on release?
Oh, on
I,
release.
on release, yes, it was crazy, but not. It was no. It was its release date compared to everybody else. I still don't think it was as crazy. I don't think it was as crazy. Like honestly, if we was to rank this, let's rank this. Let's
Bet.
rank the last.
Bet.
What was the last 5 Pokemon that came out?
All right. The last one. Actually, I can't memorize this. Let's look it up. We got some
Neither.
time here. Let's peep it.
Random, you got a list? You sleep?
Uh,
T-Taro was only 5. Yes, it was 1v5. But you had to get to level 9 in order to be 1v5. You had to get to level 9 in order to do that.
Let's see.
Man, I think
Pokemon
y'all
Unite character
Dura?
release.
Oh my god, Dura's is probably the worst by far. I take that back. Sableye is worse by far. But
Okay, I got a site open here. Let's look through this. So we're gonna do the last 5.
Dura probably had the quickest nerf possible.
Sylveon actually did. I remember hearing like
That's
I think it
probably-
was Mystical Fire, and they had to do like after 4 hours of their release, they had to do
Ooh.
another.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah,
All right.
Sylveon was fucking broken.
All right. DPG. Mr.
Yeah.
DPG. I got the list right here.
All right. Let me
All
hear
right.
it. Let me hear it.
So the last 5, I'll go in recent order. Sableye,
Okay.
Zoroark,
Okay.
Clefable,
Okay.
Scizor,
And Dodrio.
and then Dodrio.
And we released that many since. How
Yeah.
long ago did we release Dura?
Duraludon came out officially on March 15th, 2022.
Okay. All right. So with the last 5, let's go. We'll just go last 5.
Last 5? Got it. Let's see.
If we was to rank it by broken,
By Broken, go.
I would say Sableye, number 1.
Okay.
Dodrio, number 2.
Mm.
Dodrio, number 2.
Okay.
would
Urshifu
say-
3, because Wicked Blow.
You said Urshifu 3?
Wait a second.
Wicked
Urshifu's
Blow
not
is
on that list.
insane.
Where? Yeah.
Urshifu?
What the hell? Whoa. This list is fake. Hold on a second. Yeah, Urshifu should be on here.
Urshifu's the last one, right?
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's just outdated.
Mm-mm.
All right, so
This
we'll
website
just
lied
go.
to us.
We'll add Urshifu in there.
Yeah, we'll do 6.
We'll take
do
out
6.
Dodrio.
Okay, yeah, take out Drio. Yeah.
All right, Sableye,
Yep.
Urshifu,
Yep.
Zoroark, Scissor, and then Clefable. That's my
Yo,
five in
I like that order.
Dragapult.
We got Dragapult.
And Dragon Ball. Yo, I'm about to start a website. What? Forget this website. Go back to my OBS. This is bum ass bullshit. Anyway, the fuck,
Hey!
man. Fix your
You know
website.
what? Okay, who was the last one?
Dragapult.
Scissor was the last one, huh?
Yeah.
In that list. All right, I'll put Dragapult. I'll just switch them out because I'll put Dragapult right above Clefable.
I haven't seen a
don't feel
Clefable in a minute.
Dragapult really. I don't think Dragapult has been too much of a broken Pokemon. Yes, he has like a lot of like movement and he can do damage, but I don't think it's broken. I think honestly it's not bad right now.
I think it's just another just melt jungler like Greninja, Cinderace, and Decidueye. Except it has the mobility of Cinderace, Greninja.
Yeah, his mobility is kind of crazy, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't think it's broken. I don't think it's broken, but yeah.
So,
Fucking Decidueye.
so for me, before this character got released, it still is, but it was my favorite Pokemon like from this universe. So like when they announced Tyranitar, me and Megan were gearing up, getting ready, you know, plans for the summer, Chicago and all that. And then like Tyranitar comes out and I'm playing it and I'm like, yo, this is the coolest thing ever. But real quick, it just got kind of stale and boring to me. And I understand when it came out, it was crazy powerful, but it didn't really dawn on me like how much it was ruining the game until I saw streamers like complaining about how strong Tyranitar is. And as much as I'm in the company streams, like Young typed in chat here, for those listening on audio, come check us out on YouTube. Young said in chat, and I could sense the energy through the screen at that point in time. He was like, yo, I'm ready to step back from this game because Tyranitar is just ridiculous. Like for me, Sylveon, I remember when it came out that night, I downloaded the game. I literally played like 3 or 4 matches, went to sleep that night because it was like October. And then the next morning I woke up, wasn't even 7 hours. They nerfed the character. So like, I'm like, yo, why didn't they do that for Tyranitar? Because when that character came out, destroying everybody. For me, that's the craziest one. I know Duraludon was strong, but Tyranitar was insane. It's not even close now.
Okay, let me rephrase then.
Got you.
Because I do remember that T-Tar was kind of a crazy, like end game, but you had to get to the end game in order to be crazy. Overall, I feel like between the two, overall, because yeah, once T-Tar got level 9, then it was a point to where I stopped playing. I do remember that now.
Yeah. It was.
I do remember. I was like, man, I can't keep doing this. I think it's just because I do remember that with Dura, and I didn't run T-Tar too, so that is another part of it probably too. With Dura, I think that between the two, with Dura, it was good all game. Like T-Tar, you had to get to 9, which wasn't, if you ran it in jungle, it wasn't long. But with Dura, you could run lane, jungle, whatever. You was gonna dominate with that Pokemon.
Okay.
Right. So,
Right.
And you got Dragon Pulse level 5.
Right, exactly, and which was ridiculous. And
yeah.
And then when it first came out with the Stealth Rock, like you get those 3 hits with no problem, and then you get 2 autos, and then the pulse, like they was done. Like people was putting up crazy numbers with Dura. People was putting up crazy numbers.
210K on the thumbnails for YouTube. Go ahead, random.
My friends and I had a joke because Duraludon would just Dragon Pulse everything, and he looked like an inhaler. We would just say, "Breathe in, breathe out," and they're dead.
That's
Yo,
a great joke.
The nicknames on Dragapult. I mean, Dragapult. Sorry, Duraludon. They're both dragons. They're both dragons.
The Samsung fridge.
Yo, when Young would be like refrigerator gaming casually after he kills somebody, yo, that was the smoothest shit, yo.
Is your refrigerator running?
Man.
His design is wild. His design.
Oh, it is wild. Man. The big old booty butt cheeks. You seen his new hollow-wear?
He got that dunk. That man got that dunk.
Got that dunk.
Doesn't he got like the suit the suit now?
He got a suit? No. He might have a
Doesn't he?
suit. He might.
He's like a mob boss type joint.
Oh, with the glasses? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, that's the one. Yep.
Oh my god. They only got that. They got the looking at it. They got that. They got the McDonald's
Oh my God. The
outfits.
fast food hollow-wares, please stop with
Then
those. Oh my goodness.
the scarf joint. You can't do much with him. He got
Nah.
that dump truck. Yeah, hey, Dura got that dump. Dura got that dump.
Yo, for real. Man, that's too funny. Yeah, before we close it up, I want to give Random Mouse one more chance. Any last questions, Random Mouse, before we get to the finale?
How, I guess back to Venu, do you think the boosted attacks on Venu is more important than the moves like Pedal Dance, Giga Drain?
Uh, more important?
In your opinion?
Good question. That is a great question.
Hmm.
I don't think it's more important. I think it's is equally important. I think with those three moves, it works well together as the three moves. What I mean by that is you have that boosted auto for that stun, right? You can be able to get that stun off. And when you pair that with Scarf, right, it helps with getting that boosted auto more out there. Yes, it does a lot of damage too, but you have that pedal dance that does the damage throughout the whole thing, right? So with those two together, with the boosted auto, the pedal dance, you're doing a lot of damage with that. And then the Giga Drain is doing damage as well as doing sustainability, right? To where I can keep using my pedal dance and that boosted auto to keep you in that one spot. So when you're doing a chase down, then yes, I think the boosted auto is more important. But and even then, like you have pedal dance to catch up too. So it's I don't know, man. I don't think one of the moves are more important than the other. In that build. Now, if we're choosing like pedal dance over solar beam, then yes, I think pedal dance is more important. Same thing with Giga Drain over sludge bomb. But with the boosted auto, I think it is important, but I don't think it's most important.
Well thought answer. I like that. Also, great question. So for me, before we end the show, one last question. One last one.
Yes, sir.
As a Venusaur main, can you give advice for aspiring Venusaurs on how to properly position themselves when it is time to fight at Rayquaza and you have your ultimate? Please teach these young boys where they should be.
Bruh, there's sometimes I get caught out too, just because I be having red eye. I be looking to kill, but Big Bulba, positioning for Big Bulba, you cannot be the first one in the fight. Because as soon as you're in there, you're not gonna be able to get your ult off, and even if you do get your ult off, you're still gonna get deleted pretty quickly, right? So what you want to do is, hopefully you got a good team to where they're starting that fight, to where they're gonna gang up in one spot, to where you can then ult, and then you can go in with all your other things. Because after you ult, you're knocking shields. Hopefully you got a defender that's pilling. You got a crazy Gardevoir that's gonna keep them in place. If you could combine ults, I think that's gonna be your best thing there, and you can't do that if you're the first one in. So you got to make sure you're at your position on the opposite side of Ray, of where the fight's going to be, to where then you can launch your ult, and then you can go ahead and do what you need to do. If you're running pedal dance, Giga Drain. If you're running solar beam, then same thing, still making sure you're posting yourself on the opposite side, and then you're tagging them with that solar beam. But if you're running solar beam, you might as well run Mia.
Yo, man, that right there, beautiful advice. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Can't tell you how many times I had a Venusaur in my lobby and they started turning me into Mitch, talking about, yo, nah, slide up that Venusaur because y'all don't be doing it right. running into the middle of a fight, trying to box with your arms on the ground. Like, you're not a physical attacker. You're ranged. All your moves are ranged unless you got pedal dance. But if it's the last fight, I should be seeing that big seed fly over my head, hit the opponents, and then you come running in, pedal dance, kick your drain, boosted, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But thank you for that advice, because there's too many people who are just in the melee range with their ult. And it's like you said, boom, they get deleted. Because like the Urshifu come through, hit him up, you know what I'm saying? And then he size him, boom, delete button. Now it's just 4 of us. And you were one of the main attackers. And most of the time, the Venusaur is the jungler. And I'm just like, oh, this is a wrap.
Yeah, Venusaur is the jungler, and he's in that fight before anybody. He's not doing it right.
Yeah.
First and foremost. Number 2 is, like you said, you gotta get that seed bomb off, because most likely in that team fight, you're not gonna be the one to finish him off. You're there to do as much damage as possible, so your Gardevoir can finish him off. Your Greninja can finish them off. Your Cinders, those type of Pokemon, your attackers, your junglers, I mean, to really finish them off. Venusaur's cool in the jungle, but I mean, you can really pretty much run anybody in the jungle if you truly wanted to. But there's other Pokemon better fit for the jungle in that situations.
Got you. Okay. Man, DPG coming through with the knowledge today, man. So cool. Appreciate it. I'm about to do the sign off, but I did miss one question from chat. So if you don't mind, real quick.
Yeah.
Vex had asked, who compliments your main? We know you said Blissey, but is there potentially like a second or a third that if Blissey wasn't chosen, you wouldn't mind seeing?
If it's not Blissey, I would say a Mime, because once Mime just goes
into Vino.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't get me started, random. Don't tip me with a good time. But in the lane, with that wall with my boosted auto, and then on top of that with my my Razor Leaf, man, it's almost if there's a squishy in that lane, they're not doing nothing. I'm gonna be honest with you. And then once I get pedal dance, you're really not doing anything. You're gonna have to stay by and stack while I go top and get that objective at that point. And then at that point, I'm probably already 9. So
Yep.
yeah, but that Mime with the wall and then pushing them into the wall, I hate going against Mime too, by the way.
Man.
I hate going against Mime. I don't think it's broken, but right now it was a point where it was broken. But
Season 6.
Yeah, Mime is a good secondary laner for sure.
Nice. Love that answer. Thank you, man. For real. Hey, when you mentioned Mime, like you said, you hate going against it. It was crazy. I had a Mime on my team, and we just got these 2. I got caught in the middle somehow. I'm not stuck on my side, but they're both with the barrier plus. So they putting up mad glass windows. I'm in a fun house. I'm like, yo, let me get out this fight. Like, let me go. That shit was crazy. I gotta find that clip. I was bugging that day. So many barriers around me.
You out there doing the mime hands, trying to get out,
trying to find the real one, which was mine, my opponent. Wild stuff. But yo, man, DPG, can't say thank you enough, man. We finally got the big Bulba Master on the damn podcast, for real. Thank you,
ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
Yes, sir.
For real.
I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I know this has been long overdue, Mike. It's been long overdue, but we got it done, G. We got it done.
Man, for sure. Before we wrap up and get out of here, Random Moss, let the folks at home know where they can find you and your content online.
Twitch and Twitter. I'm planning on streaming when I can while I'm at school, and then on Twitter, I'm just posting what I feel like. I tweeted one thing I feel like went a little bit under the radar, which I'm glad I did, but since I'm talking about it, I'm just gonna bring it up. Give Crustle stealth.
Give Crustle stealth?
Stealth?
Yes, like in its ult, then it camouflages in the rocks, and then it goes around.
Random,
Give me stealth.
I hate you sometimes, man.
What the
hell? I hate you sometimes.
Yo.
This is just one of those moments. It's the random things. Your name is perfect. For you.
Perfect.
Oh my God.
So like Trevor Noah says, moving along, you guys can find me on Twitter, Mike Lowry Pod. You can find me on Twitch, Mike Lowry. Find the podcast on Twitter, Surrender at 5 Pod. And for our guest, once again, thank you, DPG. Let the folks at home know where they can find you and your content online and your stream schedule.
Right now I don't really have a stream schedule, but I will be streaming randomly Monday through Friday in the afternoon, so mostly like around 8 p.m. Eastern, which is 6 p.m. my time. You can find my content on YouTube, DPG06. My Twitch name is DPG06 as well. And then you can follow me on Twitter and IG as DPG06_.
Love that. Make sure you guys go support DPG, intelligent man, content creator, big BULBA master. You know what I'm saying? Coolest dude from Colorado I know. I don't know anybody else out there. You know what I'm saying? Coolest dude you could meet. Appreciate y'all for checking us out live on Twitch, watching us on YouTube, and downloading on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Real quick, I saw on Spotify, 34% of my audience, they be listening from New Hampshire. So if y'all is like local, hey, you know, hop on Twitter, message the podcast, let us know. That number was crazy to me. I'm like, around here? Weird. Cool. Real cool.
That's super dope, Loki.
But yeah, I was like 34%, damn. But it's cool. We got this famous sign off, and I love when Random Moss does it. So we about to wrap the show up, and I'm gonna slide to Random Moss. Let them know.
Thank you guys for watching, and if you see us online, surrender at 5.